Hello and welcome to Tell the People, a program about our Catholic faith with news and information in and around the Catholic Diocese of Lafayette. I'm Stephanie Bernard. In today's show, Trista Littell has an interview with Willa Blackwell about post-adoption services offered from the Catholic Diocese of Lafayette. Father Michael Champlain's talk is about the commandments, in this segment, what it means to be Catholic. And in a conversation with Bishop Michael Jarrell, Monsignor Richard Green interviews Bishop Jarrell about graduations. And now, Catholic news on this May 20th weekend. The Lafayette Diocesan Office of Vocations will sponsor Quo Vadis Days from June 12th through the 15th on the grounds of John Paul the Great Academy in Lafayette. The experience is open to all young men ages 15 to 25 who wish to participate in a time of recreation, fellowship, prayer, and discussion to aid them in exploring the Lord's call in their lives. There's no cost to register, and further registration details may be obtained by contacting the Vocation Office at 337-261-5690 or online at www.lafayettvocations.org. Featured talks will include the nuts and bolts of discernment, why the priest is a man, why me, feeling unworthy, celibacy, and the priesthood. Other activities will include prayer, mass, adoration of the Blessed Sacrament, liturgy of the hour, recitation of the rosary, hiking, games, bonfires, and more. Attention all men, your help is needed for men's work days. If you can help with carpentry, plumbing, electrical, painting, concrete work, or good old manual labor, please try to attend any of the work days at Our Lady of Sorrows Retreat Center, located at 420 North Main Street in St. Martinville. The work days will be Saturday, June 30th and July 14th from 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Holy Mass will be celebrated at noon, followed by lunch provided by the center. Come when you can and stay for as long as you can. For more information, call 824-3045. The third annual Day of Reflection for African American Men is scheduled for Saturday, June 30th at the Immaculata Center in Lafayette. The day will be conducted from 8 a.m. until 3 p.m., and the speaker will be Father Anthony Bozeman from New Orleans. Father Bozeman was raised in Philadelphia, served his country for a total of 16 years in the military. But serving his country was not enough. He felt a greater calling. He entered St. Charles Borromeo Seminary in Philadelphia and was ordained to the priesthood on May 20th, 2000. In June of 2005, the Archdiocese of Philadelphia released Father Bozeman, which eventually led him to the Josephite community in the New Orleans area. Registration is happening now. For more information, contact your local Catholic church. You can also visit www.diolab.org and look under Black Catholic Ministries Office or call 261-5694. Due to special ABC programming for next Sunday only, May 27th on KATC TV3, the Sunday Mass and Tell the People will air from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. This one-time change does not affect other stations airing Catholic programs. Please remember, most of our Catholic programs can be viewed online. Go to www.diolab.org, click on the Office tab, scroll down, and click Radio and TV Ministry. There you will find access to many of our local programs, such as the Rosary, special masses, ordinations, Catholic Today, and of course, this program, Tell the People. Coming up next, Trista Littell has an interview with Willa Blackwell about post-adoption services offered from the Catholic Diocese of Lafayette.
We never forget our best teachers, the ones who do so much more than teach. They inspire and insist we bring our best in everything we do. We find those mentors in our Catholic schools. It's why Catholic school graduates consistently go on to college, land better jobs, embrace faith, and lead. Louisiana Catholic Schools, in a class of their own.
Welcome to Tell the People. I'm Trista Littell, and with me here today is Willa Blackwell, a clinical social worker for the Catholic Social Services. Hi, Willa.
Hi, Trista.
It's good to have you with us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I wanted to let everyone know that Catholic Social Services is a counseling agency in the diocese that deals with problem pregnancy and adoption issues. And today we're going to talk about post-adoption services. What are your post-adoption services, Willa?
Well, Trista, we have all the records from the Diocese of Lafayette, Lake Charles, Alexandria, and Shreveport. So one of our services is that we would love for anyone who used any of those dioceses for an adoption plan to come to us, give us updated information on themselves, updated phone numbers, new names, addresses, and how they feel about contact with the other party. Especially people who placed 30 years or more. Often those adoptees don't have medical information, so it would be a huge gift for those birth parents to contact us and give us updated medical information that we could pass on to the adoptees. Also, we offer counseling to deal with the grief issues that are inherent in adoption. Adoptees who may have difficult feelings about being adopted, birth parents who have taken on the shame of making an adoption decision. We want to help them work through that and let go of that shame and move forward in their lives. So that's some of what we're offering.
So I was going to ask you who served in this respect, but you just said it.
Well, actually, we work with anyone who's been touched by adoption, and we're even offering this service to people who made adoption plans with private attorneys.
In which ways can you serve them, Willa?
Well, for those who placed with those four dioceses, Lake Charles, Lafayette, Alexandria, and Shreveport, and Lafayette, they can update their records, and if there is, we know that both parties would like contact, we can assist them with making contact with one another. We're focusing a lot on the people who placed 30 years ago or more, and we're asking them to contact us and to help them work through the suffering they're still feeling out there. We feel like many are out there still hurting from that decision. The society has placed a lot of shame on these women and men who make adoption decisions, and we want to help them work through that and let go of that shame.
And that's such a loving option, so.
Yes, it is, and they don't need to be carrying that shame. Many birth parents live with questions of, did my child have a good life? Does he hate me? Does she understand why I made the decision I did? Do I have a right to initiate contact? Do I have a right to know these answers? And we want them to contact us and help them work through those concerns and get possibly answers to those questions.
Now, is there anything happening in Louisiana laws regarding these adoption records?
Right now there's a registry for adult adoptees, birth siblings, and birth parents to get on the registry. Once there's a match, then they can have direct contact with each other. But it is a very passive approach, and many people don't know about this registry. So they can contact us, we can tell them about the registry. But the other thing we want people to know is that adoption reform advocates are almost yearly trying to pass laws to allow adult adoptees to have access to their original birth certificate. So we want birth parents to be proactive, to contact their agency that they placed a child with, and to be prepared emotionally and physically for possible contact should that law be passed. We feel like it's only a matter of time before eventually that law may get passed.
Well, this is a wonderful proactive step to take. Now, I understand y'all also have, through the Diocese of Lafayette, a bereavement ministry also, Companions Along the Journey,
yes,
that's offered for people that may have issues with their grief concerning that.
Absolutely, and that's once a month, the second Thursday of every month from 6 to 8 here at the building.
Right, and you're one of the facilitators,
Yes.
along with Carol Maynard, the director of the Office of Pro-Life Apostolate. So the two of you really offer a lot, and I know that y'all been having some fruitful gatherings, so it's good for others to know that that's available.
Yes.
Well, is there anything else you want to share with us about your ministry, Willa?
We have a new video that we've borrowed from another agency, and it's on our website. We invite the public to go on our website, check out this video. I think it gives a lot of insight into the decision of placing a child for adoption. I hope that it gives support and encouragement to women and men who've made that decision, and to help the public understand that it is a loving choice. And that website is www.diolaf.org/adoption.
Now, some people don't have computers or don't have access to a computer, so who would they call, Willa?
They can contact our office at 261-5654. Any one of us can help them with the post-adoption services. One other thing I wanted to add about the website is also, after checking out the video, if you do have a computer, you can click on post-adoption services, and it gives in more detail than I can go into today about the services that we offer.
Wonderful. Well, we certainly thank you for being with us today, Willa, and we hope that anyone that has questions won't hesitate to give you a call, or those who placed children for adoption or involved in adoption in any way can join the bereavement ministry. So thank you, Willa.
Thank you, Trista.
And stay tuned, folks. There's more to come on Tell the People.
Thank you, Trista and Willa. Coming up next, Father Michael Schaumfein's talk is about the commandments. In this segment, what it means to be Catholic.
In the Gospel, the Lord tells us, "Blessed are the merciful, mercy shall be theirs." I'm Bishop Michael Jarrell. I'm so humbled by the generosity of thousands who give to the Bishop's Services Appeal each year. The mercy you show ensures that the most vulnerable among us can be served when we do the work the Lord enjoins us to do in His name. I thank you for your support. Mercy shall be yours. The Lord promises it.
Good morning, and welcome back to Tell the People to What It Means to be Catholic. We're treating the 10 Commandments, and we're moving right along, and today we'll treat the 9th Commandment. The 9th Commandment is in the delineation in Exodus chapter 20 at verse 17. You shall not covet your neighbor's house, you shall not covet your neighbor's wife, nor his male or female slave, nor his ox or ass, nor anything else that belongs to him. It speaks about here in the delineation of Exodus chapter 20, you have both the 9th and 10th commandments. Coveting a neighbor's wife speaks about lust of the heart, and then the 10th commandment in the catechetical tradition of the church has to do with coveting a neighbor's goods. And of course, we hear in, for example, Matthew 5, verse 28, when Jesus speaks about citing this particular commandment from the book of Exodus, he says, "Everyone who looks at a woman lustfully has already committed adultery with her in his heart." And so, as St. Augustine says, the Old Testament was very difficult in its intricacies of rituals and prescriptions of the law, and yet it only touched the exterior of man's life. Whereas the New Testament is more difficult, is simpler, you see, to live for Christ, lesser than many prescriptions, and yet it is more difficult because it touches the heart of the human person. And so it's not just our exterior activity. Our exterior activity can be virtuous or it can be sinful. And of course it's educative, people see it, and of course they can be led to scandal or could be inspired to virtue. Nonetheless, the heart is out of the heart of man, says Jesus,